Us from Ilorin, Kwara State, via Skype is consultant psychiatrist Dr. Alfred Makonjola. Dr. Makonjola, it's good to have you join us now. Let me ask you this. When it comes to medical check, how much of this do you see amongst Nigerians coming to check for their, or coming for medical check when it comes to mental health?
Thank you very much for having me this morning. One of the major problems in mental health is stigma. People are not too willing to come forward because of the stigma attached to mental illness. So compared to other medical illnesses, not many people with mental illness tend to come forward for treatment. That is the reality of our situation in Nigeria today.
All right, now the figures are increasing, and in fact, it has been linked to issues of rising cases of suicide. Can you talk to us how prevalent this is, or how endemic?
Yes, the prevalence of mental illness is high and is rising in Nigeria. In fact, it's what the figure that was given by the Federal Ministry of Health is the most current, which is almost about 40 million. And the rate of suicide, there's no doubt that mental illness is linked with suicide, though it is not, suicide is not always as a result of mental illness. I think we have to correct that. But most of them are linked with mental illness. Now, the prevalence of suicide in Nigeria, we cannot get the accurate prevalence because most of the figures are not disclosed. So judging by the recent happenings, we know that it's been increasing, which is not unconnected with the real situation in the country now in terms of significant stressors in the various aspects of our life.
How does the culture and religion compound the concept of creating awareness and even reducing stigmatization in our society?
In fact, religion tend to worsen it. And because most of the religions that are practiced in Nigeria tend to attribute mental illness to supernatural causes, to attack by enemies, and these tend to have a kind of reverberation within those who have congenial belief in this belief system, so that people tend to prefer to visit these religious healers rather than medical practitioners that will tell them that this is a medical illness that can be treated, because we don't promise.
All right, we thank Dr. Makonjola, Alfred Makonjola there, as a consultant psychiatrist who joined us earlier from Ilorin in Kwara State.